Ladies and gentlemen, we're back with another video, and this is a big one actually. What just recently happened, Evolving Skies ETBs. Last week I was saying to buy these on my channel for the 450, buy two of them for $450. I said this was a really good pickup if you're investing in the Sword and Shield era. They are now 320 to 350 a piece. I've seen two for sale on eBay, two for $700. So the prices are definitely creeping up there on Evolving Skies, right as I made the video on these last week, saying these are not a bad pickup. And I want to dive a little bit deeper, and we're going to compare Evolving Skies to Team Up. Team Up is now $1,600 just for a regular ETB. They're extremely hard to find. Not many people have them. Like, these aren't just sitting in big piles in people's closets. I mean, in some people's closets, but not many people. You had to be a pretty diehard fan to buy these. So, not many people did. And anyway, now I think Evolving Skies, we're going to break it down. Evolving Skies has pretty close to $6,000 in chase cards raw. It actually has more valuable chase cards than Team Up raw. Now, when you get into PSA 10 prices, I would probably say they're pretty close to the same, roughly. Being the Latios is like 6,500. So you're looking at that, and then like the Gengar is like, I'm not sure what it is in a 10, but you might be looking at $7 or $8,000 in just chase cards and in PSA 10. And Evolving has roughly that as well. So yeah, I think Evolving is definitely an extremely still good pickup. I think you're going to see these ETBs do the same thing and rise to at least $1,000. So that's kind of where we're at with Evolving. Is I'm personally not selling any of mine. Same with the booster boxes. I mean, even at $2,000, I know it sucks paying that, but you guys should have bought these at $1,300. I hope you guys did. Would have saved you a ton of money. But yeah, I think this box is going to easily hit, the $3,000 to $4,000 range, and really not that long in the near future. I mean, look how gorgeous that box actually is with the trees. Where's it at? The trees and stuff on. It's just such a gorgeous box to own. So, and same with Chilling Reign, guys. I still think picking these up for $400 is just extremely fucking worth it, man. And I don't think you'll regret it. I really don't. I hope a lot of you guys did already, especially with the Evolving ETBs. I mean, hopefully you're not stuck paying $350 a piece, but still, it's better than paying $1,000 in the future, and you just have to remind yourself that. Now, the next thing I want to break down is Leafeon. I really think this card is honestly just as good, if not cooler, than the Moonbreon, and it's way fucking cheaper. And I want to ask you guys in the comments, would you rather have PSA 10 Moonbreon for $2,300, or would you rather have all three of these cards in PSA 10 form for $2,300, all being fairly sequential? Would you rather have all three of these or Moonbreon? In my opinion, I like the Gengar already more than the Moonbreon in PSA 10, so that's a win. But honestly, like, the Leafeon is such a prettier card, man. It's just stunning. Especially when you first see it in person. Like, this card really fucking pops. But the Glaceon as well. I mean, it literally has like 7 different Pokemon in it. Like the Eevee, the Pikachu, Marill. I mean, like, it is just like a full art of Pokemon. So, I really think these cards are going to do a lot better than the Moonbreon will do in the future. And, the same with Lugias, man. I'm telling you, if you're not picking these up for the $300 range in perfect condition, you are just missing out on any brains whatsoever. I know a lot of people are afraid of singles, but the Lugia at the current prices is a bargain. In my opinion, it looks just as good as the Umbreon, if not better. And now another single I want to break down for this video is the Mew. I still feel like a lot of people are sleeping on this and the Mewtwo. They are just extremely good for the current prices. And, honestly, as much as people hate Battle Styles, I still think Battle Styles is a solid pickup at $200 a box. I don't think you'll lose money on it. Definitely put it that way. Same with Unbroken Bonds. It's definitely a good pickup. Fusion at the same prices are good. Brilliant Stars, Lost Origin. I mean, basically the whole 9 yards. But I really think, don't sleep on Evolving Skies. you are going to see it tick up a lot, because I know I'm not selling mine, and I don't think a lot of the community is going to sell theirs either. So, another sleeper investment that I like is Lost Origin. Even the ETBs, even these at 100, I still think you're going to see these shit up to at least $200. Same with Champion's Path. It's about, in that little, you can still find them for about $100. And these are just not bad products to buy, guys. I mean, like, this is the stuff you should be buying. And 151 UPCs as well. Like, when you're finding them for $300 in the wild, they're not a bad pickup. Same with Twilight Masquerade. Like, all these are fairly good pickups. And the same with Temporal Forces. A lot of people think this is going to be a $500-$600 box. So, yeah. I just recommend, at least getting something rather than having nothing at all. And, to try to get in some of these boxes before they get worse. And that's what I'm currently doing. I think I'm going to grab a couple Twilight Masquerade booster boxes here in the next couple days for my LGS, because I'm generally terrified of Twilight Masquerade floating off to a $500-$600 box. And same with Surging Sparks. These are both two really good boxes. And, I still think Surging, you can see it, surge to like $300 or $400. Definitely not a bad buy. But, pretty much all these are just safe pickups that I would personally grab that you pretty much can't go wrong with. Let's see the Latios looks on that. It's just such a cool box. But those are my pickups. I'm pretty excited. I think tomorrow I am going to go up and grab some Twilight Masquerade, at least have like 2 booster boxes of it. I pretty much do that with almost every set, is I just kind of buy 2 booster boxes of it and just see what happens. And then if I really like a set, I buy cases. But that's just a simple formula I use, so you're not wasting a shit ton of money. I really recommend just buying the sealed cases, because that's what people are going to really want in the future, not just the booster boxes. But, if you don't want to waste a ton of money buying cases, it never hurts to just get your feet wet and just grab one booster box at a time, and then it eventually just builds up into a giant, massive collection. And that's what I've done with a lot of boxes. I wish I would have just had a buy 1,000 box formula, but still, I didn't want to get too out of control. So those are my recommendations. But yeah, literally, as I make the video last week about Evolving Skies ETBs being extremely undervalued, they're starting to rise. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you guys bought some of them and holding on to them. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we're out.